Hi there and welcome to This Week at Orwell. I'm Ross.
And I'm Claire.
This is your new 5-minute update all about what's going on around Orwell and our communities this week. Hope you're keeping well. It's another Wednesday, so it must be another This Week at Orwell. We're here in person this week together. Claire gave me the idea of actually going outside and do it. I declined. Claire's obviously more weather hardy than I am because I didn't want to go outside. It was too cold out there, especially with a short sleeve on as I've got on today. So we're indoors, it's a bit more cosy here, and we're going to go through some bits and pieces today, which I hope you guys will find helpful. Now, you remember last week we shared a video with Ipswich Windrush Society where we stopped by and spoke to Max in the Sailmakers shopping centre. We've got part 2 of that video to show you now, and in this video we talk all about the exhibition that the Ipswich Windrush Society have got in the Sailmakers, which we encourage you to really go and take a look at. So let me jump into this video now and to find out more from Max. I'm here in the heart of Ipswich in the Sailmakers shopping centre, and what we really wanted to do today is tell you something that's unknown to some but loved by many. And if you go upstairs in the Sailmakers shopping centre, you take a walk, you will see the Windrush Society, and there's a fantastic exhibit here which we've had the opportunity to spend some time here this morning, and I wanted to introduce you to the providers, Max Thomas. Max, how you doing?
I'm doing, listen, you've done a good intro there, so yeah. Good.
It's
I much appreciate it.
Great to see you. Can you tell us a little bit about how this all started?
It started as not wanting to forget about these people, these trailblazers, these inspiration of the people are on the wall. It started spiritually because I was running an organisation called the Ipswich Windrush Select Committee since 1998, and in 2019 stepped away from that, and my mum passed away 2 weeks after the 22nd of June. In fact, it was the 9th of July. My mum's on the wall here. 93 years old. These items you see, a lot of these items you see in this room, elderly people or people from the Caribbean, the first generation, they had to make do. There's a mystical place called the front room, and that front room they would call the parlour. We don't talk about the differences, we talk about the similarities. Like the antimacassars, some people remember the plastic on the back of the chairs. I used to call them headrests, but they were to protect the brill cream and the hairspray and whatever you would, even the boot polish apparently. These would cover those back of those seats. The crocheting, the actual plastic runner on the floor. This was a place for parties, celebrations, but more so, the children weren't really allowed to go in there. That was a place for big people. Okay. It was a place to say you've arrived. We didn't have the opportunity to use some of these fancy things. But when your parents pass away, and we are adults and we have our own place, we want modern. So we disregard all of our memories because you're under pressure, especially when they're council houses. Council houses, 14 to 21 days, once your parents are laid to rest, you must be out there. So your emotions are high, financial pockets are empty. People are taking what they felt financially was worth, but people were actually throwing away their memories. I moved these items from one room to the next, where we were waiting to take things to charity shops, ordering a skip. Right, man with a van. Still couldn't let them go. My mum said, no, don't let them forget us. So I then decided, just after the lockdown, I don't believe in coincidence, it was God incidents, that I was able to meet a guy called Mike Sorrento, who was the manager of the Sailmakers for many, many years. He was a good family friend of my family, and I had a conversation, and we done a small little window display. That window display was running for a good 2 weeks. That's all it was for 2 weeks over the actual Windrush period. when I said the Windrush period, celebrations by the 22nd of June. But we opened up in May because Mike had actually seen it. He had people coming to have a look around the building, and he liked what we'd done there. So we opened it up and showcased it.
I mean, spending some time here this morning, it's such a calming place, and I think it's a real love letter to both the town and also a moment in time. And I think we've seen that this morning as we've been having coffee and tea outside. As you mentioned, we've seen people come past, and there's, you know, pretty much, I would say, everyone that lives in the Ipswich area probably has a connection in some way to some of the faces on this wall. And it's, you know, for me, a real sense of emotion kind of being in this room.
So it works.
And kind of with these people who many I don't know, but it's them looking upon us and the work that you're doing. So for the guys watching this at home, I think there's some key things we've just spoken about and how I think people can really get involved. We've spoken a little bit about kind of volunteers. If anyone wants to kind of get involved in whichever way they feel they can, is it best to just get in touch with you? IpswichWindrushSociety.org or info@IpswichWindrushSociety. Yeah.
@gmail.
Perfect.
Can
And we'll put all those links on the video as well.
Please.
So you got that as well. So as I say, thanks to Max for your time. It was really great to go and see that space, that exhibition, and we encourage you to do so. Maybe if you're out shopping and you can drop by, we really recommend it. And also, if you want to get involved with the Ipswich Windrush Society in whatever capacity, maybe you'd like to volunteer, maybe you'd like to make a donation, maybe you'd like to just offer some help in some other way, we'll put the information in the PDF below, and you can click through and chat to those guys about how you can make a difference with that group. I think the next thing we're going to talk about is some consultations. That's right. So, as you know, customer feedback is very important to us. And you may remember we previously spoke about requiring your feedback from some consultations that may benefit you as an Allwell customer. So that time has come. We are doing two policies that we are reviewing, and we'd like your help with it. So the first one is our decamp policy. So this explains our process if for whatever reason Allwell had to ask you to move out of your property on a temporary basis, or indeed longer term because of an issue like an extensive repair or for example. And then the other one is consumer standards issued by the regulators in April of this year, and focuses on making sure we hold the correct information on our customers and how we use this information to ensure our customers best match the needs of our customers. So there is a link on the PDF below, which will take you to My Allwell Voice, where you can learn more about these policies and complete the surveys. So you'll be required to register on My Allwell Voice to take part in the survey. And as ever, we have a survey. So what do we have for? We've always got some vouchers. Yeah, we have indeed. So as a thank you, you'll be entered into a prize draw to win one of two £50 vouchers. So all the information is below, and that is until the 31st of October, so we'll be very grateful for your help with that. Yeah, and as Claire was saying, you can drop by the PDF, it will take you through. There's a link on there you can go directly to, or there's a QR code on there, so if you've got your phone handy, just use it with your camera to get in touch and to survey. And why is these particular surveys really important to collating information for moving forward, do you think? I mean, obviously our policies, we're always looking to see if anything is changing, and as a customer, I think that it would be the best people to speak to give us their information and to obviously help us out to tailor those policies if we needed to. So it'd be really helpful. Obviously we do have a prize draw, but it's also, we're just so grateful for you helping us out. So yeah. And just on the prize draw, are they Love to Shop vouchers? They are Love to Shop vouchers. That's right. We love Love to Shop vouchers. So remember, with Love to Shop vouchers, you can use them at a host of different places, from retail stores to restaurants to days out, I think, as well, all sorts of stuff. So it might be a great fit for as you're coming up to Christmas, maybe something to use for Christmas gifts, or maybe just treating yourself. And always, we encourage you, if you do receive one of our vouchers, we'd love to know where you're going to be using those as well. So that's great. So as Claire says, get involved. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, it sounds good. So that's everything we've got for today. It was really great to come into your homes again this week to talk all about what's going on in our community, but we want to hear from you around what's going on in your community. So if you've got things coming up, if you've got events, if you've got Christmas fairs, if you've got community groups coming up, if you're maybe starting up a group and you want some extra coverage, you know, we're in the fortunate position where we have access to a wide community here at Orwell, and we'd love to share what you're doing, all the ways that you're making a difference in our community as well. So get in touch. You can email us at comms@orwell-housen.co.uk. Just to mention, I did say orwell-housen.com last week, which is actually wrong.
Did
I don't actually
you?
know if you send one to .com whether it will go through to us anyway.
I don't think
but
it will.
scrub that. So co.uk. So make sure you send it to the right place.
Yeah.
My mistake. I'm sorry. Or you can leave a DM on any of our social networks, on YouTube. Put a comment across any of the other social networks as well. Leave a comment. So we'd love to hear from you. This is a two-way conversation. We want this to be valuable with the stuff that we share with you, but we'd love to share some of the stuff that's going on near you as well. So until next week, I've been Ross.
And I've been Claire.
And we'll see you next week on This Week at Orwell. Take care.
Bye.